In this video from Coffee Break German, we are finding out all about the very small word but very useful word bitte. Also, los geht's. Herzlich willkommen zurück zu Coffee Break German. Ich bin Marc.
Und ich bin Andrea.
I am the learner here learning German along with you, and Andrea is a resident German language expert. And today we're answering Claudette's question. Claudette wants to know exactly when you use that little word bitte. It's probably one of the first words we learned when we were learning German, but it can be used in so many situations. So over to you, Andrea.
Ja, super Frage, Claudette. Great question. Of course, bitte is the Zauberwort, the magic word. Yeah. When we make a request, please.
Yeah. So it can mean please.
Mm-hmm. But it is then also the answer to our request, as in you're welcome.
Yep. So you're welcome. So if I say danke, then a natural response would be bitte.
Bitte. But it's also here you go. Yeah, here bitte.
Yeah.
So maybe you've seen this in a coffee shop, and the waiter or waitress brings your drink and says, here bitte. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've got your nice cup of coffee and it's given to you and you say danke, and then they may say bitte again, all over again.
Genau, sehr gut, super. And then we have it to maybe we didn't hear properly, and then we say bitte.
That's right. So bitte, so almost like a question there. You're saying bitte, pardon, that kind of thing. You didn't hear.
Yeah.
So
we can also say bitte if we heard, but we think it's maybe outrageous, or we are a little bit in disbelief over what we've just said. Bitte.
Okay. Sort of really.
Ja, genau, richtig.
Excellent.
And then there is bitte, for example, when you go into a shop and the shop assistant approaches you and says, bitte, so ja, bitte, how can I help you?
Can I help you? Yeah, okay, so can I help you? Now, the word bitte on its own is there's a noun, bitte, is what gender is that noun?
So it's die bitte, and it's a request.
Okay, so die bitte meaning request. And you can use it also as a verb, can't you?
Ja, das Verb ist bitten.
Bitten. So how would you say I'm asking you to do something?
Zum Beispiel, ich bitte dich, das Fenster zu öffnen.
Ich bitte dich, das Fenster zu öffnen. So?
Genau.
So I'm asking you to open the window.
Genau, richtig, ja. Obviously, we can make this more dramatic und sagen, oh, ich bitte dich, ja, I'm begging you.
Excellent.
Yeah. What is important is that the particle bitte, as in please and thank you, etc., is unless it's at the beginning of a sentence, it starts with a lowercase letter.
Yeah. So there we've got bitte there. Okay, excellent. Well, we hope that answers your question, Claudette, and that you know exactly when to use bitte in all of these different situations. Now, if you have a question like Claudette, then you can send us your questions at coffeebreakquestions.com. Simply go there, fill in the form, and we'll hopefully be able to include your question in a future episode. And if you have enjoyed this video, then post a comment, let us know how you're enjoying it, and indeed try using bitte in a sentence if you like in the comments. And if you'd like more videos like this, then make sure you like and subscribe, and you can click the little bell icon that appears, and that way you'll be notified when we post new videos. That's it for this episode. Vielen Dank, Andrea.
Danke, Marc.
I was hoping you would say bitte there.
Ah, bitte. Ja, natürlich. Entschuldigung, Marc. Ja,
Kein Problem.
Bitte.
Also, tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal.
Super, tschüss.